In today's Health Watch, sinus infections are a common problem, but sometimes masking something more serious. Local 5's Caitlin Corbett shares one Green Bay woman's journey to find the correct diagnosis.
It might go without saying, but breathing is essential to our everyday lives. But due to chronic sinusitis, Green Bay's Brenda Nowak found that more challenging than most. That is, until she found a breath of fresh air at Aurora Bay Care Medical Center.
I would actually wake up with it, and I would be so congested that I could barely get out of bed. My head would literally feel like as heavy as a bowling ball.
Since around the age of 30, Brenda Nowak has suffered from chronic sinusitis. Working as a housekeeper, Nowak was finding it more and more difficult to deal with the constant sinus infections, headaches, and facial pressure.
This past July, I got yet another sinus infection, and I guess I just finally said enough is enough. I just said, I need some help here because I just can't go on this way anymore.
That's when she connected with the ENT department at Aurora Bay Care and Dr. John Slezik. After a physical examination of her nasal airway, Dr. Slezik discovered Nowak had a deviated septum and enlarged nasal turbinates, causing that chronic sinusitis. The best option to fix that is what's called a septoplasty surgery.
She had a nasal septoplasty and what's called a submucosal resection of the inferior turbinates. So effectively what that is, the septum separates along the midline of the nose, the two nasal cavities. Oftentimes they can be shifted over towards one side versus the other, and so a lot of that structural component can be removed to improve the nasal airway, with ensuring that you maintain enough of that structural support so that there's not any significant changes in the shape or the appearance of the nose.
Expected to be out of work for 4 to 6 weeks after the procedure, Nowak went back in just 2. Feeling like a bowling ball had been lifted off of her, she's now breathing a sigh of relief.
I am absolutely over the moon with the results. I feel so much more energy. I can breathe. I have more endurance now, and the congestion is gone. So I'm tickled pink.
To schedule an appointment with an ear, nose, and throat doctor, visit Aurora Bay Care's website or call the number on your screen. And that's our Health Watch. For Local 5 News, I'm Caitlin Corbett.